Alright. Arrive on time, yeah. Arrive on time, yeah. You one of a kind, yeah. You one of a kind.
What up, what up? Welcome back, Spectrum Gang. All Into the Spectrum, the podcast. Your host here, 3 a.m. Alexander, here with the beautiful
Natalie over here. But yeah, hey guys.
Yes, so we want to welcome you guys back to our 4th episode. This is a fantastic day for us.
Yeah.
Beautiful Sunday.
Yeah.
Father's Day, coming at you with episode 4.
4 is my lucky number.
It is
Did you
your
know
lucky
that?
number.
Like, I have always had the letter 4 on my back.
Yeah, I know.
Just from sports and like whatnot.
You do like
That's
to
my
park
lucky
in
number.
level 4 often. That's funny.
I don't really know what that means.
Because you remember that time when your parents were in town, we went to the Hard Rock, you were like, let's park on number 4.
Oh, wow. You have a good memory.
Memory on fleek.
Oh my god.
Brownie points since the beginning. All right.
Anyway, episode 4.
Yeah.
Yes. We are so happy to be here for episode 4. This is so much fun. We're having a great time. I feel like we're both like learning a lot about how to do this and like how to do it better each time, which is important.
I like that.
So we have definitely been watching the comments and have been getting feedback from just our friends and family and fans.
Listeners.
And it seems like everyone wants to know about us.
And how we started
Who
dating.
Who are we?
Oh, yeah.
Are we together or dating? How did that happen? Blah, blah, blah. So that's like a consensus. And so we thought maybe we should talk more about ourselves this episode.
I like that. So I am 3. You are?
Natalie.
Awesome. So where did we meet? How'd that start?
Am I going to tell the story from my perspective? So he wants to hear from my perspective.
Hey, we're going to get 5 minutes each. Break it down.
Okay. I mean, we've talked about it, of course, just between
know.
you and me. But yeah, so we met about a year ago.
Ooh.
Shortly after I moved to South Florida. And we both like randomly got a job at this new restaurant downtown in Fort Lauderdale. Within like weeks of each other. So we met at the restaurant. You were back of the house. I was front of the house.
You know.
Y'all can put the pieces together a little bit, but
let's give them a little bit of perspective. Let me tell them a little bit about what was happening in that restaurant.
Okay.
This was a fairly new restaurant, beautiful location, one of the hot spots on the boulevard.
Yes.
New owners took over, new beginning, new menu. I started there, fresh face. I honestly want to tell the story on how I got the job.
Okay, you go, yeah. How'd you get the job?
I gotta tell everybody how I got the job.
You finessed.
So I went online. I looked up locations nearby, like restaurants that are hiring. I got on the phone. I called the location, which was this location. I spoke to someone on the phone. They told me who was in charge. I go online, look at the actual menu that they have, like their discography of what they do, who owns the company, how many people are involved in the company, the marketing director, the senior VP, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I go and study that for like 5 minutes, call back, and I say, hey, I'm supposed to have an interview with such and such, who's like the GM. And they're like, oh, hold on, let me put you on the phone with that person.
You had no such interview.
I didn't even have an interview. I just faked it and said I'm supposed to be talking to the person in charge.
Wow.
So then the person in charge gets on the phone and says, oh, hey, yeah, come down tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Wait,
completely forged that
I have
whole...
something to say about this. Can I say something?
Go for
okay,
it.
So meanwhile, I did become the host as 3 was working there as well. So I was that person that answers the phone when random people call in.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I can even remember it right now. I've gotten multiple phone calls while I was working there. That was some person that was like, hey, I have an interview with so-and-so at 3 p.m. And I would say, okay, hold on, let me go check. And go in the back, and the managers would be like, oh, really? I didn't know that. And then would just interview this person.
Boom.
So you telling me that right now?
Confirmed.
I was on the phone. I was the person on the phone a few months in the future.
Boom. So that confirms
Whoa.
me actually slipping in for the interview.
You slipped in.
The next day I come in, kill the interview, get the job, and I finally meet you 2 weeks later. It was not an easy run though. In the beginning it was like a cat and mouse situation. When I would see you, it was like, hey, how you doing?